We're going to begin with that ceasefire, though, in the war with Iran. President Trump made the announcement last night and claimed a complete and total victory. Both countries will pause attacks for 2 weeks. In Tehran, supporters of the regime celebrated in the streets. They see this ceasefire as a victory for Iran. Oil prices dropped sharply on expectations that the Strait of Hormuz will reopen. But gas prices in this country remain very high. We've got full coverage for you, starting with Nancy Cordes. She's at the White House. Nancy, good morning to you. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Gayle. What I can tell you is that all three countries involved in this war, the U.S., Iran, and Israel, have now signed off on this 2-week ceasefire, which was brokered with the help of Pakistani officials. Iran has agreed to temporarily reopen the crucial Strait of Hormuz, and all of this coming after an over-the-top presidential threat that alarmed many lawmakers here at home. After nearly 40 days of all-out war, the military strikes in Iran have stopped. President Trump agreeing last night to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks, saying a long-term peace plan is very far along. Traveling in Hungary, Vice President J.D. Vance called it a fragile truce.
You have people who clearly want to come to the negotiating table and work with us to find a good deal. And then you have people who are lying about even the fragile truce that we've already struck.
The truce came just an hour and a half before Trump's 8 p.m. Eastern deadline for a deal, at which point he had vowed to begin targeting civilian infrastructure.
They're going to have no bridges. They're going to have no power plants.
As part of the ceasefire, Iran's foreign minister announced last night, for a period of 2 weeks, safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz will be possible via coordination with Iran's armed forces. For the past 6 weeks, hundreds of oil tankers have been unable to enter the strait, sending oil and gas prices soaring worldwide. Yesterday, some Iranians formed human chains around power plants as Trump's threats intensified. At one point, he warned a whole civilization will die tonight, prompting more than 70 congressional Democrats to call for his impeachment or his removal via the 25th Amendment.
Threatening to eliminate a civilization is comparable to genocide. That's illegal, immoral.
Some Republicans also criticized Trump's language. Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska posted on X that it directly endangers Americans, both abroad and at home. Even the Pope weighed in on Trump's threats without using Trump's name.
Attacks on civilian infrastructure is against international law, but that it is also a sign of the hatred, the division, the destruction that the human being is capable of.
Now that a ceasefire is in place, we move to the hard part, hammering out a long-term peace agreement that addresses Iran's nuclear plans, its funding of terrorism, and so on. And Iran has its own demands, including a new $2 million fee for ships to pass through the strait. If the U.S. and Iran can't reach a deal on all of this, there is always the possibility, Nora, that this war could resume.
All right, Nancy, thank you.